I'm excited to announce that we've written a guide on how to build an app marketplace. This is geared towards product managers, engineering teams that are working together to build this for their companies. It has everything you need in it to really understand the scope and the outcomes and possibilities of the app marketplace, personas, user flows, journeys, and all of that, as well as the why and how for a lot of these elements and what to evaluate. We wrote this because building that marketplace is not something everybody does. It's something that a lot of companies need, a lot of companies ask for, but product teams don't have experience. Product managers don't have experience. They'll go and look at the ones that are out there, like the Salesforce App Exchange, the Slack marketplace, the HubSpot marketplace, and they'll kind of try to reverse engineer it. But there's a lot of times where this is the only time they're building a marketplace or the first time they're building a marketplace, and they're going to miss a lot because there's so much that a marketplace can encompass. And so we're hoping to just help them out as much as possible. The user flows, the journeys, and the outcomes are the same whether or not the marketplace is built in-house or using a tool like Partner Fleet. And so we actually really wanted to bring this out for our customers too, so that they could understand all of the potential outcomes and start implementing them into their own instances using Partner Fleet as well. This has been built and put together based on my experience helping build the G2 marketplace as one of their first engineers, being there from pre-revenue up to 30 million in revenue, understanding how people buy and how that buying process has changed, but also being in charge of building the partner marketplace for multiple companies as the product manager, managing a couple different engineering teams, getting support from engineering to build it, and really joining all of that together based on my experience building these, building marketplaces, but also joining several partner marketplaces, including several of the big ones out there. That same reason and all of those learnings that I've had are the reasons that I actually created Partner Fleet. Created Partner Fleet almost 4 years ago now to help solve this problem at scale for every company that needs an app marketplace, instead of having to go through the pain that I went through of having to learn it, having to test it, fail, build. We've come out with a product where you can just launch it in a matter of weeks instead of years of development and planning. One of the core elements that I think is super important about what we've pulled together here and what I talk about on a regular basis is the fact that partnerships and the marketplace as a whole have an impact across the organization. This needs to be a strategy that everyone buys into because there's impact in sales, there's impact in marketing, there's impact in customer success. It's not just a product initiative to build the marketplace and bring it to life. You do need to consider all of your internal stakeholders and the value that you're bringing to them, in addition to the fact that you've got this value for your customers and value for your partners. The one reason I've always loved being in partnerships and love building product in partnerships is because a traditional product manager is focused on the internal stakeholders and their customers and bringing the most value. In partnerships, you actually add a third persona into that, and you add the partner's persona and the developer's persona into it. And I think that creating something that's valuable for every single one of those stakeholders is incredibly meaningful and cool. This guide is going live at partnerfleet.io, but also feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. I'm happy to chat with any product teams or partnership teams who are thinking about the marketplace, share my experience, and hopefully make it better for everybody.